Hey guys, so welcome back to Tip Talks 22, guys. Since last night, you guys know, well, I hope you know that I posted a reading for a young lady, Destiny Ayala Patterson. Even prior to that, but especially since then, Spirit had been telling me to look into this particular case, right? Um, and the case that I'm referencing is Stephen Smith. But I got a little Well, I was tired, but I also wanted to give Destiny's reading some time to be posted or seen. So I just kind of procrastinated. I said I'll do it in the morning. And I know True Crime Tuesday, but here it is Wednesday. We're going to work with the energies as they come. That's what's going to happen. But let me tell you about Stephen Smith, right? Stephen Smith was 19 years old. Um, and he was murdered in 2015. His body was found on a road in Hampton City, South Carolina, and his death was immediately dismissed as a hit and run. During the investigation, I don't know if you guys have followed the Murdaugh trials. I kind of kept up with it when he was being sentenced. But having known what I already knew and felt when I first heard about it, yeah, I knew that he had left quite a few bodies in his wake. And so I'm so glad they did find him guilty, and he's been sentenced to imprisonment for the rest of his life for the murders of ultimately one of his sons and his wife. But anyway, when during the investigation, this Murdaugh family's name came up repeatedly. Stephen Smith was openly gay. He was a nursing student in this small town. And his body was found actually 15 miles from the Murdaugh home, which is not very far. Um, Initially, like I said, they ruled his death as a hit and run, but the facts of the case did not support that finding. Investigators were essentially called off, and that was the finding. The mom, because apparently Stephen had either been beaten or suffered some type of blunt force trauma, but it was uh, above the waist, right? It's not. It wasn't. It was above the waist. So they thought that that was kind of odd, right? Like, how could it be a hit and run? If, cars would hit you low. It's not like cars fly. So there's that. But then also, initially in the investigation, I think the ME ordered a rape kit, which is also odd for a car accident, right? Like I said, though, Stephen was openly gay. And apparently, it has been known that Stephen had a romantic relationship or connection with one of Murdaugh's sons, Buster, who actually, I tried to look at his energy last night, and it was really dark and disgusting, much like his father's, but feels like almost worse. Okay, that's how it felt. So I thought I'd take a look into this case. Even this morning, Spirit's like, go do it, go do it, go do it. So that's why we're here, and we're going to take a look at it. So I already have some cards laid out. I don't feel like a need to do too much digging, but what I asked Spirit to show me, I say Spirit, the archangels, my ancestors, Holy Spirits, to show me what they can tell me about the perpetrator, right? First card out, flew out, right? Great fortune. Okay. This is someone who is wealthy. As you know, well, you may not know, but this Murdaugh family was an extremely wealthy family. We also got official person of the courthouse. Okay. Um, this would definitely be someone who is a lawyer who works in law, which Alec Murdaugh did. Um, and yeah, someone who was kind of held in high regard. That official person energy is usually, someone who wears a uniform, but it could also be someone who is just kind of revered and loved in the community, as he initially was until, he murdered his wife. Anyway, I feel like there were some major changes that happened with that, with the journey card. and the coffin, right? So that this is someone who's experience or their life journey, their path as this official unfortunate person came to an end. What I'm noticing as I'm telling you about these cards is this journey card has a 10 on it, which is usually indicative of completions of cycles, endings, right? New beginnings. And the death card is an absolute ending. Like, this is who you'll never be again, right? Let's clarify this journey card. Like, there are quite a few, well, there are at least 2 10s here, okay? I feel like this is someone who was blessed with this fortune, but they ruined it, okay? They ruined it pretty much for themselves. Yeah, see? The journey card. So we have the Two of Coins here. Someone's either trying to manage their financial resources here, or maybe not as wealthy as they appear, which, he was definitely charged with a whole bunch of financial crimes where he had stolen essentially people's life savings. I also believe he murdered his um, housekeeper, but that's yet to come out. But I believe he murdered her as well. And I said that at the time, okay? But what he did ultimately do, despite promising her children that, he would look out for them, he received so much insurance money, like millions, and did not give them a dime. The Justice card here, again, that attorney theme, but with the Moon card, something coming to light, secrets being revealed here, things that were hidden. Okay, something that was hidden is being exposed here because this person is facing judgment at this time, okay? Likely divine judgment, which is exactly what has happened in this person's life. We also have here this card of expectation. I got goosebumps. I just got so cold. This card of expectation. Yeah, and I feel like this is, let me show you what it's next to. Expectation and the main male. Okay. I feel like this is confirmation of the expectation of who it is we think it is, as well as the family room. Okay. Clarify expectation for us, please. Clarifying expectation. Yeah. So I feel like the rumors are true. So let me tell you about the rumor. The rumor is that Stephen A. Smith was having, like I said, a romantic relationship or connection with Buster Murdaugh. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups is a card of romance, right? And that Ace of Pentacles, this is their position. However, it is hidden. It's a secret here. This is something that this person is covered up about themselves, and they feel some anxiety about it. They may feel anxiety or guilt or shame or grief about the fact that he was gay. Not Stephen, because Stephen was openly gay, right? But Buster, because of whom? Because of what? Because of the family that he was connected to, okay? We have this young man, the main male. We have this young person here, but we also have the father a little lower down. So I feel like, who's this Three of Coin spirit? I feel like this is someone who presented an offer here or an opportunity here. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of emotion, lots of love here. Then you have, like I said, there's this anxiety about exposure, about something coming to light here, which would be this Page of Wands energy with the Three of Coins, this sexual relationship that someone is open to here. So I feel like with the car, the chariot being a vehicle, and the Seven of Wands, as well as the Eight of Cups, this card always reminds me of the dark, uh, like something being done like undercover or at night, or um, trying to distance yourself from a situation. Which also, when Stephen Smith's body was discovered on the road, like shortly after that, Randy, the brother of the Murdaugh of Alec Murdaugh, showed up at Stephen's mother's house to offer his defense or assistance to defend something for them free, like pro bono. Okay, wow. Yeah, these are people who operate for sure in ego, and it may feel like they got away with something here. This person was afraid of facing judgment for sure. So he approached this young man like with malicious intent. Okay? With malicious intent. And it may have been more than one person present, which is what I'm seeing, like a lot of threes. So there's more than one person that was aware of this. So it could have been Buster and his family. Because something else that the mom said, or Buster and his friends, yeah, some friends of Buster's. Um, the mom said she was wondering how, because I don't think it had been publicized yet, how the uncle Randy even knew that Stephen had passed away, because it's not something that had been publicized by the time that he was showing up at her door offering her legal representation. So how would he have known? But yeah, this is someone who is fearful of exposure here, operating in their ego, and just not practicing good judgment, I feel. What's this, hangman? Yeah, he was very, very guarded about this partnership, the pair here, okay? I feel like something about this situation, though, was like a family secret, for sure. There's that devil card energy. Was a family secret. Yeah, I feel like people definitely knew, but this is something that they kept to themselves. Like we're really trying to control, right? Either it coming out, like about his homosexuality. I don't know if South Carolina is considered like part of the Bible Belt, but these southern states are super religious usually, right? And it's usually, not usually, but oftentimes like false mask that people are wearing here. What's this Nine of Pentacles spirit? Ooh. Yeah, so this is something that was done in order to control a situation or keep someone quiet, someone being Steven. What's that? Two of Swords spirit? There could have been some type of payoff or attempted payoff involved here. Oh. Or we have this Emperor energy. His father perhaps paying to have this done. What's the truth? The Ace of Swords. This could have been his father's idea. Yeah, so there was some type of truth here that was revealed or that came to light that the father was made aware of and thought he would put a stop to. I do feel like Maggie, his wife, was aware of this because we have that Queen of Pentacles as well. Yeah. And she's also dead because she could have identified him, right? Or confirmed this. Yeah, so this was definitely, I feel, all connected as an energy of cover up here. The reason why um, I thought to look into it because I saw recently that Stephen, because they opened the investigation again, that Stephen's body had been exhumed here recently. Um, Also, what at the time I felt was a reason for him killing his wife was because she did know all of his secrets. She was aware of his financial infidelities and finagling. Okay. And I believe she was in a situation that she no longer wanted to be in here. Some things that she was perhaps overlooking or complicit to, her desire to be in that changed. And so I feel like Alec, yeah, chose to tie up the loose ends here. And so there was some trickery done with the magician and the fool card here. Yeah, on the part of the family to protect their money and their legacy. All right. And to end any confusion. It's like, okay, they won't be saying he's sleeping with Steven if Steven's no longer here. Okay, so someone chose to take action to either end the rumors or end the relationship. And yeah, it's definitely something that was done in secret here. Okay. Wow. So this could have been under the urging of his entire family. Goosies. Yeah, his entire family. Like, what would people think of us? You know, that kind of energy. So I definitely believe here we have sudden wealth. Sudden wealth is some type of payout or payoff. What is sudden wealth here, guys? What do you guys mean by that? Yeah, like there was some type of benefit to him being gone for this family. We have that Knight of Wands energy, someone who may have either done something impulsively, or this could be the sexual energy of a young man, teen energy, 19, possibly Stephen, right? What's this? Yeah. And I'm telling you, this is the energy of trying to hide a situation or to just really keep something from being exposed or from coming to light. This could be something that Stephen had threatened. No, it was their own paranoia. Their own paranoia. Okay. What's that? Yeah, I feel like there was something that was either cut off or being cut off. Stephen may have tried to walk away or wanted to walk away from this relationship. So someone felt like this was either a loss, like they didn't want to hear it. Could have been an energy of like blackmail, right? But if you can't love me out loud, then I don't want to be in this anymore. That's the energy I'm getting for sure. For sure. Um, we also have here distant horizons. Okay. So something here, this could be something that I was gonna say someone was paid to do, But if anybody was paid, I feel like it was Buster. Like his father may have given him money, because what I asked was, so did he pay someone else to do it? And I'm getting no, that he did not. Like Buster did this. I did also see a card, the Five of Wands energy. So there's some type of physical fight. I feel like this is something that he didn't see coming. Yeah, definitely an energy of paranoia. So in order to end that, these are the actions that were taken. Okay. I feel like this is something that, see that Queen of Cups energy and the Four of Cups here? That Maggie was not complicit to. All right. Judge Newman, he told Alec Murdaugh that I hope Maggie and Paul, his other son's name is Paul, I hope they visit you and haunt your dreams like every night, as I'm sure they already do. Baby, if y'all didn't see that that sentencing, man, it was like the most eloquent solemn, stern judgment I've ever heard. Like, man, like I can only imagine, like, if he was my dad, like he would really be able to make me feel bad with just with just his words. Matter of fact, I'm just realizing I still am wearing these headphones. Let me take them off real quick. I'm so sorry. I know that's going to change the sound quality of the video. So here we have, guys, the mature man, the gift, and imprisonment. Okay. So the mature man is likely Alec, the father figure, as we already saw the male here. Yeah, he may have either authorized this or encouraged this. Woo, there goes the thunder. On his son's behalf. However, as you know, when that Wheel of Fortune spins, right? You have no control over where it lands. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. And there's a lesson here is that Hermit card energy. What is done in secret, in the dark, always comes to light. There's nothing that you ever get away with. Okay. Yeah, so he's been sentenced to prison for these murders of his wife and his son. I feel like his wife was sad, anxious, and worried. Y'all hear the thunder? Sad, anxious, and worried about what she was aware of. But they may have gone on, like, with life, like, right? Like, what's done is done, you know? For sure. They went on a merry little way, or so they thought. I'm telling you, this man has a lot of bodies, okay? A lot. Not just the few we are aware of. So, We've seen the perpetrator and the motive pretty much in one reading. Yeah. So here we have that Four of Swords energy, but the Four of Swords you saw flipped in reverse. So something here that someone was doing was not an energy that was sustainable. It wasn't sustainable for them to be in that energy where they may be being like avoidant or just feeling paranoid or restless here. We also have here that Page of Pentacles in reverse. The rain sounds so relaxing. So the Page of Pentacles is usually someone who is working to kind of establish themselves like in something new. It's often also good financial news, but it's in reverse. So it's like there's an energy of procrastination, an energy of frustration here. Like, I'm going to help you to be able to refocus. Right? I'm going to help you be able to get back on track. What's this Seven of Wands? Yeah. Someone trying to defend their actions here. To defend their actions or defend his son, which may well be what he did. Because like I said, certain routes that the police said they were pursuing in the investigation were almost immediately blocked. Things were changed as far as, you know, the ruling from the ME. I'm telling y'all, I said this in Destiny's reading last night. Most of the cases that I am drawn to contain some type of corruption in law enforcement. Okay? So yeah, there we have that energy of imprisonment here. Yeah. And endings. And this child being paranoid because it's like, damn, if they got dad, they could come for me next, right? So I feel like he's in this paranoid state, looking over his shoulder, wondering what's next for him. Also in a state of confusion here. And inability to focus here. Knowing that people are likely watching, but no one is supporting him. So he's very fearful of going to jail, as he should be. Yeah, and he likely will. All right? Likely will. The star is going to be illuminated here. That Knight of Swords energy, because the authorities are pursuing this person. They're pursuing this person. They're on this investigation. Okay? Yeah, this person is facing and will face judgment. Okay? I'm so proud of his mom. Like, you talk about somebody who didn't give up. Whew. That gets me, because that's an 8-year fight. Stephen's dad, her husband, passed away shortly after he passed away, like a year or so later. And so he didn't get to experience this, you know, in the 3D. I know he's very aware in the 5D, and that he and Stephen are together. But his mom did not give up. She raised money to pay for, I think, the exhumation, the case to be reopened. However, I feel like somebody else had already been working the case since 2021, just unbeknownst to the families, right? I'm telling you, nothing done in the dark is ever done in the dark, because God sees all. You hear me? So shout out to his mom. I hope she's surrounded and so loved and supported here, and can have like this peace of mind that she's going to get justice for her son here. Yeah. Because, I mean, she did not give up. 8 years, that's a long time to fight. That's a long time to fight. When they had already buried your son, dismissed the case, you were up against a mogul, because you know we live in a world where money talks, right? Shout out to her. I'm not going to cry. It's just an awesome message of love and loyalty. Yeah. But this person, this family, they are definitely losing it all. Okay? They're losing it all. Karma's a biatch. Spirit said I can end it there. They didn't tell me to say that last word, that last statement, but it's how I feel. I hope this was helpful and or confirming for someone. Bye-bye.